Hi all, I'm not in my usual location today. I'm not even in Trinidad right now. Fortunately, I could put up the background and you can't really see what's in my background. So hello, and we're about to begin yet another session of the Sunday revision. This is actually the seventh session, just like that 7 sessions are gone. Where did all the time go? I cannot believe I did 6 of these already. But it also means that we have 5 more to go, and then it's exams because we are planning to do 12 of these. Maybe on the last Sunday I will do an extra long session. So look out for that. On the last Sunday, I may do how long? What's the most amount of time y'all can take? All right, so before we begin, remember not to spam, press like on the video, and you can leave it in the comments the amount of time y'all think y'all could do on the last Sunday. You can leave it in the comments of the video, not in the live chat. So after the video is done, you can put it in the comments. What else can I say? Remember not to spam. Shout out to everybody who is in the early squad. This is normally the 7, 8, 9, 10 is normally the from last year the sessions that have the least number of people because it's in the middle session and thing and people get weary. So shout out to y'all who are grinding still, the real warriors and fighters. And before I begin into the official number 7, I want to also look at number 37 from last week. Remember, I solved this using an algebraic method. The method that students, SEA students can use to solve this is a difference method, a difference and division. So there's this guy, Malik, who was buying some muffins and croissants, and muffins cost $5.50 and the croissants cost $5. He bought 4 times as many muffins as croissants. So that's where we stopped there for the while. So we want to find the difference between the muffins and croissants in one batch. And since there are 4 muffins, what we can say is 5.5 times 4. So verify that 5.5 times 4 is 22. Is that correct? Let's check. 5.5 times 4. 0. 4 5s are 20. 2 4 5s are 22. $22. Hello to all the new people, first time joining us. And then 1 croissant. That's how you spell it. 1 croissant is actually $5. Not 5 o'clock, $5. So the difference in one batch is actually 22 minus 5. And this is telling us the difference between the cost of 4 muffins and 1 croissant. So now that we know in one batch there's a difference of 17, if the difference in the entire batch was 68, the muffins cost 68 more than the croissants, all we need to do is find out how many batches there are. So we would say, okay, the number of batches would be 68 divided by 17, and this is 4. Y'all could double check it. That's 4. So since that is 4, we know how many muffins did Malik buy. He bought 4 times 4 muffins because every batch has 4 in it. 16 muffins. Now remember, if you keep typing sir, you will be blocked. Ask your question one time. So sir, that's spamming Javan. You can be muted for that. So please don't. If it's blurry, you'll know the drill. If it's blurry, you can increase the settings on YouTube right there, right? Okay, one more thing I need to say before we jump into today's paper. Before we jump into today's paper, I want you to write this down. Next week, I'm doing a fraction session. So instead of doing a whole test, I will be doing a fraction session, right? So shout out to everybody who is typing in the chat. Let's get into today's session. Writing words, hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, thousand, hundred, tens, ones. What is this? So write it in the chat. They said write in words, class. Write in words. So some people are not writing it in words. I'll follow the instruction in this, please. So this is 1. Let me just make this a little smaller. This is 100 and 10,205, comma, 205. You all understand? Multiply 312 by 6, a quick multiplication here. 312 by 6, 6 2s are 12, bring only 2, 1, 6 by 1, 6, 7, and 6 3s are 18. Is the answer you'll get in 1872? Yes, done, and everybody is saying that's correct. Okay, I don't know if whether it's my location or I forgot to put up the notice. I'm not seeing much people here in session 7, so you all could just share and let everyone know, yes, I'm still doing the class. Approximate 71461 to the nearest 100. 71461 to the nearest 100. Okay, so to the nearest 100, I want to look at this guy, and then I want to look at what we usually do is underline the one that's come after it. So since this is more than 5, we're going to have to get them the boost. So we're going to give this the boost of 1. So we get 7, 1, 4, and 1 is 5, and all the rest change to 0. Excellent. Change 6 and 5, 8 stand in proper fraction. To change an improper fraction, we multiply the whole number by the denominator and add it to the numerator. What will we get? I'm seeing people with the, yes, 52 over 8. 6 by 8 is 48 plus 5 over 8, which is 48 and 5 is 53 over 8. We're going real good. We're going nice. Good things. 6 squared divided by 2. 6 squared divided by 2 is equal to 9 times a certain number. So let's work out how much is 6 squared divided by 2. So LHS stands for left-hand side. And 6 squared is 36 divided by 2. 36 divided by 2 is 18. We can do all of that in our mind. So I'm saying that 18 is equal to 9 times a certain box. So to find out what the box is, I'll need to divide 18 by 9. And if I divide 18 by 9, it will tell me that what the number in the box is actually 2. Excellent job, Annalisa, Khalil, Mira, Nairon, done. 4 minus 5 ninths. What we can do in a question like this, where there's no whole numbers here, and it's just a whole number minus a fraction, is take away 1 from the whole number, so, and split it into 3 plus 1. So this is 3 plus, but instead of 1, this is 9 over 9, which is also 1, minus 5 ninths. So this is 9 minus 5 is 4. So this is 3 and 4 ninths. You all understand that technique? Very popular technique for these simple subtractions. So what answer you all think goes in number 7? What do you think we should do for number 7? Is 0.76 more than, equal to, or less than? Well, it's more than. It's more than. Write the missing number in the box below to make the statement correct. Well, this is an example of the distributive law, which has been showing up recently. 18 times 5, 18 times 8 is 18 times what? What you need to identify is that we have the same number here. And so the rule says if we have the same number there, these numbers must add up. Right? So 8 and 5 is 13. So the answer is 18 times 13. You all know that rule? Have you been taught that rule? You should. Insert the missing numbers in the boxes below. Let's see if this one gets a little crafty. We did one like this, I believe, 2 weeks ago. So 9 and some number makes 4. So I'm guessing that this number must be 5 because 9 and 5 is equal to 14. And that's the only way I could get to that 4. But if I get 4 there, I'll also have to bring across an additional 1 here. And maybe this is, oh, sorry, it's not an addition. Guys, it's not an addition, it's a subtraction. Oh my. So since it's a subtraction, let's see if we can get this again. So maybe if I put 5 there, let's see what'll happen. I'll need to double check it. So if I put 5 here, 9 minus 5, I'm getting the 4. What number I could put here? 5 there. 5 minus 2, I'm getting the 3. And 3 minus 1. This one was pretty easy. This one was pretty easy. So it's 2 5s to put in the box. No tricks there. Kind of sad that they didn't have any tricks. All right, 4.55. Hello to Sophia, who is in university but still here. 4.55 kilometers is equal to what in meters? Well, 1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer. So if we want to go from kilometers to meters, we'll need to multiply. We're going from big to small. So multiplying by 1,000 is a move, a fancy little move that we do with the decimal point. We move it 1, 2, 3 places this way. So what we will end up with is 4,550 meters. Excellent, Kaylee. Excellent job. What is this? What is the area of the triangle ABC? How do we find the area of this triangle? Well, the area of a triangle in SEA can always be found by multiplying the base by the height and dividing by 2, or which is the best thing to do here because counting up these squares could be posed to be a problematic experience. So base by height divided by 2. So the base is 4 blocks across, and we know that each block represents 1 centimeter. So the base is 4. The height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, so 4 by 5. And we want to divide that by 2 in the end. This is going to be none other than 10 centimeters squared. I've seen all kind of different answers in this. I hope all you sort out today. Yeah, what to do? I don't know how many of you all have WhatsApp or how many parents here, so y'all could take a photo of this, take a screenshot, make sure you get a good side, and share it so that everybody knows it's on. And if you subscribe to the channel, the notifications should pop up when I'm on. Even if I didn't get this week, I didn't get a chance to load up the video ahead of time, so I only load it up about half an hour. So snap and share on WhatsApp and say we're learning some maths on SE on Sunday. What is the area of the triangle? Oh yeah, we did that already. It was 10. What's next? What is next? So hold still, please. Lauren is making apple juice for her friends. So every 1 liter of water, she uses 130 milliliters of juice mix. If she uses 4 liters of water, how many milliliters of juice mix does she use? So this is a 1 to 4 relationship. So she multiplied the number of liters of water by 4. So I should multiply the milliliters of juice by 4. So 130 times 4. Do we know how much 4 by 13 is offhand? Yes, it is 52. 4 3s are 12. Bring across the 1. 4 by 1 is 4 plus 1 is 5. So it's 52 unless 0 came back here. So it's 520 milliliters. Well done, Vimla and Sierra. And I'm not sick. I'm doing well. How many oranges of the same mass will balance the scale? How many oranges of the same mass will balance the scale? Well, this is 3 kilograms and this is 200 grams. But 3 kilograms is how many grams? 3 kilograms is actually 3,000 grams. All right, and so if I divide this 3,000 grams by the 200, I will get the number of oranges because I need to balance it. So I'll say cross, 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 and then the 2 will go into the 30 15 times. So I need 15 of these oranges to make 3,000 grams, which will balance the scale. Well done, Juan and Sarah and Caleb and Don. Which solid below has 2 triangular faces and 3 rectangular faces? B. the triangular, and we call that a prism. And this one is very easy. Anybody have any problems with that? The triangular prism below has the 3 triangular faces, 2 triangular faces and 3 rectangular faces. The perimeter of a square is 104. What is the length of one side of the square? So there's this square out here in square land. And when I add up the perimeter of the square, I am getting 4 sides that add up to 104. Excuse me. So if 4 sides add up to 104 is the length of one side. So one side will have to be 104 divided by 4. And people are telling me that this is very quickly going to be 26, which can be done in your mind because 4 by 25 is 100. And then there's just one more 4. So that's 26 fours. Well done. You all press like. How many likes do we have on the video? Everybody has found the like button, or you're still looking for the like button? In the trapezium, ABC shown below, which side is parallel to AD? Well, AD is this side, A to D. And the side that is parallel to it is BC. So if you write BC or you write CB, it's the same side you are talking about. Both of them will be correct. So parallel to AD is BC. That's the only thing you can write. Draw the line of symmetry on the letter below. Free marks, boy. Free marks. Call that free marks. Where the cake and ice cream emoji. Make sure you mess it up. It should be in the middle. Mine kind of out of the middle. Just put that in the middle. So yeah. And it should be a straight line. Should be a straight line. No spamming, please. 18. The table below shows the candy bars eaten by candy bars eaten. I don't teach English out China, so no. By 4 children for the week. Total of 45 candy bars were eaten. I'm assuming that this is half, and half. How many candy bars does this one here represents? Well, let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. We have 7.5 circles. Are you getting 7.5 circles as well? Everybody getting 7.5 circles? When you add them up, if it's 7.5 circles, maybe we can divide the 45 and see how much each circle would be. 7.5 circles into 45 should give us the number of candy bars. How much times can 7.5 go into 45? 7.5 by 2 is 15. 15 can go into 45. 3 times 7.5 can go into 45. 6 times, bro. 6 times. So one circle will have to be equal to 45 divided by 7.5. And if I multiply top and bottom by 2, that's kind of like what I did. I would get this to change into 15. And then I went 15 into 45, 3, and I still need to multiply by 2, so 6. So that's the shortcut method that I used to divide it. If you have to divide it the long way, what would you do? You can do a few things. You can say 45 divided by 7.5, and 7.5 can be written as 15 over 2. And then you'd say 45 multiplied by 2 over 15, 15 into 45, 3, 3 by 2, 6. Or you can say 45 divided by 7.5, move the point back 1, so you have 450 divided by 75. 25 can go into this 3 times. 25 can go into this 4, 4, 16, 17, 18, 18 times. And then 3 into 18 is 6. So however way you want to do it, just make sure you get 6 in the end. So many ways to divide 45 by 7.5. And it's actually an easy division. It's not really a tough one, although it looks kind of crazy. Find the mean of the numbers below. To find mean, we need to sum and then divide by the number of occurrences. So the sum of 27, 18, 30, and 17. 7 and 7 is 14, and 8 is 22. So we'll put a 2 there and bring a 2 there. 5 and 4 makes 9. Are we getting 92? How much did you all get when you add it up? 92. So then the mean is going to be equal to this sum divided by the number of occurrences. So it's 92 divided by 4, which is 4 into 92. 4 into 9 is 2, remainder 1, and 4 into 12 is 3. Yes, 23. Well done, Trini boy. 23 is the answer. Number 20, the incomplete bar graph shows the types of chocolate in a box. We have dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate, ruby chocolate. I've never heard of ruby chocolate, but I am not a chocolate connoisseur, so I don't know of these things. All right, so the number of chocolate. If there are 50 pieces of chocolate in the box, how many of them are milk? Well, okay, we have 17 here, we have 12 here, we have 4. So far, how much do we have? We have 17 plus 12 plus 4. That's 20. That's 13. 2 and 4 is 6 and 7 is 13. Bring across the 1. We have 33 so far. It's 33 so far, but underneath here they told me there should be 50. As someone just said, there should be 50 pieces of chocolate. So what is missing? Missing is how much? Missing is how much? Well, we have 50 and we have 33 so far, so I need to subtract. And when I subtract, how much will I get? Is it 33? What is this? 12, 4, 17. This is not 17. 16. Between 16 and 20 is the number 18. Tricky. If I add one more there, this is 34 actually. My spidey senses was just tingling with that question, and I was just feeling that kind of way. Like in my mind, I know something was off. Yeah, you watch it with these bar graphs. You see, the scale was very tricky there. I was speeding. I was starting to speed up, and then I make a bounce my toe there. Fortunately, I saw it. So if I what next? Just now, guys are just trying to unselect my thing here. Again, 5 down here, boy, earlier, boy. Yeah, so if I subtract 50 minus 32, 50 minus not 32, 34, definitely I will get 16 here. So it's 16 pieces. And we continue with our life. How many of them? They just wanted to know how much pieces. They didn't say to draw here. The diagram shows a number line. Point A equals 2 sevenths and point B equals 32 over 35. What fraction does M represent if it's midway? Wow, what an interesting question. So this is 2 sevenths and this is 32 over 35 and we want in the middle. Well, to find midpoint or find the middle, or we can add them up and divide by 2. We can add them up and divide by 2. So if we add up and divide by 2, what will we get? Isn't it 33? Some people are quarreling about the last one. No, it's 34. Was it 34? Because this was 18, this wasn't 17. All right, let's look at this logically. So if I had a number line like this, and I say this is 8 and this is 10. To get the middle, I know it's 9, but I can say 8 plus 10 is 18 and divided by 2, and I'll get the middle. Yeah, 9. If I had a number line like this, and this is 10 and 30, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I know the middle is actually 30, but I could always add and divide by 2. I can always add and divide by 2 to get the middle. Not subtract. If I subtract 50 minus 10, I'll get 40, and I divide by 2, I wouldn't get the middle. So I need to add and divide by 2 to get the middle. So let's add 2 sevenths. Well, it's fractions, and I know there's a little pain with some people and fractions. So next week I'm going to dedicate the whole of that session to just doing fraction questions. Okay, so next week we're just going to do fractions questions. Remember this LCM vibe. The LCM of 7 and 35 is 35. 7 can go into 35 5 times. 5 2s are 10. And just put back the 32 here. So far I have 42 over 35. 42 over 35. So 42 over 35 divided by 2 would be how much? 42 over 35 divided by 2 is it 42? 7, 10, 42. Yeah, I feel a little paranoid with this question. My spidey sense tingling, but it could just be the hibby-jibbies. 42 over 35 divided by 2 is the same as multiply by a half, eh? So now we can have 2 into this 1 and 2 into this 21. So I am getting 21 over 35 as my answer. But I also see that 7 could go into both 21 and 35. So 7 into this is 3. 7 into this is 5. So I feeling a 3/5 there, boy, yeah, boy. I feeling a 3/5. So what are you feeling? It's a sneaky little question. A sneaky little question. 3/5. The unshaded fraction of the grid represents 75 bouquets of flowers at the flower shop. Find the total number of flower bouquet at the flower shop. The unshaded region. So so is it that we need to find out how much the unshaded region represents and then find for the whole? It's probably a certain, it's a little vague, but I feel like that is apparent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Don't forget to breed, sir. Don't forget to breed. 15 squares. It's not a good look to pass out on YouTube. 15 squares are equal to 75 flowers. So that means 1 square would be equal to, what is 75 divided by 15? 5. 5 flowers. How much do we have in all? 5 by 5. 25 squares. Yeah, so therefore 25 squares won't be equal to 5 times 25 equal 125 flowers. That's presuming that's what they meant, which is the only obvious thing that it can be here. 125 flowers, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep it rolling. A jar contains 850 decorative beads. Priscilla used 170 of the beads to complete an art project. What percentage of decorative beads is left in the jar? So left we have 850 minus 170. 7, that is 3, and 5 is 8, and 1 and 680. Is 680 correct, class, in my subtraction? That's how much is left. And the percentage left will have to be 680 divided by the total 850 multiplied by 100. 100 over 1. What can we do about this? I can say cross out. 68. What could go into 68 and could go into is this one of those 13 things or 17? 17? Is it 17? Is it 17? Is it a prime number? I know 68 is, and that we do that just now, 17 into 17 times 4 is 68. 4, 7, 8, 4. Yes, 68. So 17, and 17 times 5 is 5 sevens, 35, 3, yes, 85. So 17 could go into this 4 times and into this 5 times. It's 17. 4/5, and then 5 will be able to go into the 100 20 times. So it's none other than 4 by 20 is 80%. Right? So a good one to know is this 17 times tables to have a little idea of what's going on there. Since 17 is a prime number, there are a few popular prime numbers in SEA, 7, 13, 17. They show up. So you should kind of have a little idea of what happens with these 13, 52, and that kind of thing, right? 68, 85. It could save you a lot of time in just dividing. Trial and error. For those of you all who already scoring pretty high in maths, that's something you could challenge yourself to do. Learn some prime number tables like 13 and 17, and well, you already know 7. They have the weirdest tables. The total of 83 points was earned by Sophia, Zoe, and Caden in an online racing game. Zoe scored 12 points more than Sophia. And Caden scored 26 more than Sophia. How many points did Sophia score? What? All right, so we have Sophia. We have Zoe, who has the same amount that Sophia has, plus 12. And we have Caden, who has the same amount that Sophia has, plus 26. So this is my block diagram technique. Block diagram technique. Unleash the block diagram technique. Let's make sure everything is good. So he scored 12 more than Sophia. Caden scored 26 more than Sophia, all of them. So we remove excess. Line, remove excess. So it's going to be 83 minus 12 and 26 is 38. So if I remove that 38, how much I'm getting? 83 minus 38 is, oh boy. Are they sure that this is 1 mark? That was a little weirdness in the mark there. Let me make note of that. Number 24. I'll wait just now. I have to make note of that. They were stingy with the marks in the number 24. More marks for the people cheering. Excuse me. All right. So I'm getting, how much am I getting when I do this? 3, 4, 45. 45. I'm getting 45, folks. So if 45 represents the equal amount now, the 45 represents the 3 boxes because I removed the excess. I removed the unequal part. So therefore 3 parts is equal to 45. 1 part would be equal to 45 over 3, which is 15 points. And Sophia just has 1 part. So Sophia has 15 points. Right? Okay. I'll find a stingy with the math. How many points did Caden score? Well, Caden, this should have been the 2 marks and Caden should have been the 1 marks. So Caden scored the 15 plus the 26, which is how much? 15 plus the 26. 41. 41. 15 plus 26. 11, boom, 41 points. 41 points a Caden. Is there another part? No, there isn't. To sew a dress. How many of you all sew something in your life before? How many of you all sew something in your life before? You ever sit down and or you use a needle and thread before? Or a sewing machine? Never in your life. Kavir, you sew something? What about Kavir? To sew a dress, a seamstress used 4 meters, 65 centimeters of cloth from a roll containing 11 and a quarter meters. Oh, we are good with a seamstress and sewer people in the inside here. What's the is seamstress male as well? Can you use that for me? And next, 3 meters 20 cm is cut off to sew up your pants. How much cloth remains? So used in total, we use 4 meters 65 cm and 3 meters 20 cm. So let's add it in this format, 20 and that's 85 cm. We didn't cross 100, so nothing drastic happens, and 70 and 7 meters. And we had 11 and a quarter. So 11 meters and a quarter would be like 25 centimeters because there are 100 centimeters in one of these thingies, right? One of these meters. So should we leave it like that or should we change it, boy? We could work it like that. So remaining would be 1125 minus 785. And how you all do that? We need to do a little borrowiousness. A little borrowing there, boy. So let me borrow up a little. And you go drop to 10. Bring across 100 here. So this is now 125. 125 minus 85 is 15 plus 25. 15 plus 25 is 40. You can check that 125 minus 85. I just said 15 to go to 100 and 25 to go to 125. So I got the 40. And 10 minus 7 is 3. So we're looking at 3 meters, 40 centimeters. Is that the format they wanted the answer? Yes, 3 meters, 40 centimeters. Dun, 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 dun. Jalen shaded part of a shape below to represent a fraction. He shaded 2 out of 8. 2 out of 8 is the same as 2 out of 4. Come on, Jalen. We know this thing. Jalen, if it's one thing we know, it's fractions, buddy. So this is 4 out of 8, which is the same as a half, which is also the same as 2 out of 4. That's why I shade 2 out of 40. Normal thing. Like the fourths and eighths family coming in. Use the fractions and an explanation to tell how you know that your answer is correct. Well, the thing is, no, don't write all of that, right? Don't write all of that. Just say 4 eighths is equal to or is equivalent to a half. Or 2 out of 4. Sure, let me show my weekend, am I? 4 into 4, 1, and 4 into this 2. If we divide by 4. If we divide by 4 or by 2. Therefore, we need to shade 2 out of the 4 parts. So what I think you really should show in when they ask these kind of questions and you need to put it in words, use the word equivalent, because sometimes they ask questions about showing equivalent fractions, and show an example, show how you reduce, how we reduce, meaning the common factor that we divided by. So we divided by 4. So you use that word equivalent to say that the fractions are equal to each other, and you show how you reduce the fractions to form the equivalent fractions. And then you move on with your life. You know the drill. So Tom bought a bike for 600. If the screen is blurry, guys, you can increase the setting. Right now, you're also supposed to be seeing me in 3D. Tom bought a bike for 600 and he sold it to make a profit of 40%. What is the selling price of the bike? Well, first we could work out the profit, or we could do a fancy calculation to work out everything one time. But let's work out the profit. 40 out of 100 multiplied by 600 over 1. That's finding 40% of the value. Then we do some cross. 4 6s at 20. So $240 is the profit. Therefore, selling price must be equal to the original price plus the profit, which is $840, bro. Well done, boy. Tommy, boy. You make a little 800 and, you make a little 240 on them day, boy. The diagram below shows 2 flags and a piece of rope. How much more rope is needed to reach flag B? Isn't this just a nice little subtraction? Now, I don't know the format they wanted the answer in. Let me see if I can find the format that they wanted this answer in. They wanted the answer in the format of centimeters. So we want it in centimeters, folks. So we might as well just change everything to centimeters and done. And if they write in centimeters. So this is 412 centimeters so far. You understand? 4 by 100 plus 12. And 8.5 meters is 850 centimeters. Remember, don't just type "sir" in the chat. Write your question one time. If you type "sir," you will get the ban. So 850 cm. So 850 cm minus, we're doing a little subtractors here. So we're doing 850 and we want to minus 412. This doesn't seem too bad. This is 38. This is 38. 50 minus 12 is 38. So I could say 4 here, bring in 1 there, 8, 1 from 4, 3, 4. 438. 438 centimeters, ladies and gentlemen. Two triangles of different sizes. Is it just me, or we walking through this paper at a nice speed, boy? We trotting. What do you think? The speed? Will you get faster since we first start? We started on the first Sunday in January. You all get faster? Remember, don't just type sir. Type your question one time. Or yes, yeah, whatever it is you want to see. What is the difference in their areas? I forget to draw the bar in section 1. I don't think they asked to draw the bar. And if they did, all right, well, just draw it up. I can't remember. I think the question didn't ask to draw the bar. You all the question didn't ask to draw the bar when it was that we got 16 or whatever. What is the difference in areas? Okay, area, let's label them. Let's call this one A and let's call this one B. Area of A is going to be equal to, area of a triangle is base by height divided by 2. So area is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 7 times 8 divided by 2, which is 28. Which is 28 cm squared. One of them is 1 cm. Yeah. What about the next one? Area of B is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 by 4, 4 by 12. 12 by 4 divided by 2. 6 4s at 24 cm squared. So the difference in the areas is 28 minus 24 equal 4 cm squared. Yes, some of you all get lightning quick in this, boy. Lightning. At the speed of lightning. Okay, let's keep it rolling. 30. The square root of a number is 5. Therefore, is and at least stop with the 5 there earlier. Read out the whole question. Read out the whole question. The square root of a number is 5 more than the difference of 46 and 27. 46 and 27. 5 more than the difference of 46. Well, you need to work backwards. What's the difference of 46? Difference means subtract. So 46 minus 27. Hey, you're paying attention? 46 minus 27 is 3, 6, 9, 2, 19. A very weird number. And the square root of a number is 5 more than 19. So 5 more than 19 is 24. And that's the square root of a number. So the number, how much is 24 squared? The number is 24 by 24. When you square a number, you need to multiply by itself. Some of you all must know that offhand. 576. Or we could work it out. 24 times 24. So this is 48. 4 4s are 16. Bring across the 1 4 2s are 8. Just 196. 6, 9, and 8 is 17. 576 indeed. 576. So what we did, what was the key in cracking this question? For each question, you always want to walk away with what was the key to crack that question as you walk away. After you do a question and you walk away, you must be pondering to yourself. What was the key to cracking that question? What was the key? What was the key? What was the key? And what was the key? The key was we started off and we worked backwards all the way up to the original number. That was the key. So every time you do any question, especially these questions that with 2, 3, 4 marks, try to go away with the key. You're now walking out. Nobody want to remember 576, and you don't want to remember the numbers really. You want to remember the keys. The key. A solid. Oh, completely solid. I love this. First time we've seen this. Completely drawing below. A part of the solid is missing. It has 9 edges. So I'm thinking it's a triangular prism. They seem to love triangular prisms in these Cohen Springer questions, boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 edges. All right, that's good. That's good. How many vertices does the solid have? Vertices are the points, the tricky parts, the part that could choke you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tricky parts. Completely drawing. I did that. But you'll have to use a ruler. Number 32. In the grid provided, indicate the location of point D such that the shape ABCD is a quadrilateral with two right angles. So how are you gonna make a quadrilateral with two right angles? Well, I'll need to get this is already this must join to this B. And this must join to that C. So I already have no right angle. So whatever I do with this D, I need to make sure I'm cracking down two right angles on them. So like if I put D here, yes, it'll make a right angle here, but I need to also make a right angle where it joins up there. So I'm smelling, are you smelling where D should go? D should go right here. That looking like a good D. That looking like a good D right there. And then obviously use a ruler. Don't use them freehand thing like me, because you will get freehand marks now, boy, and you don't have freehand marks, you have ruler marks. Cheryl has a small and a large triangle. Isabella thinks I made a mistake. Isabella, you want to let me know which question you think I made a mistake on? I feel like I was mistake free this session, boy. Name the type of triangle that Cheryl has. Cheryl has a small and a large triangle. There are two equal sides in each. So if you have two equal sides, that's definitely an isosceles triangle. Cheryl joins the two triangles to form the shape below. Draw a line of symmetry down the shape. Ali, what kind of shape is this, boy? What is called the shape? A line of symmetry in the shape or down the shape? In the shape, well, it's only one line of symmetry anyhow. So I could draw this coming down here. Ta-da! And that's a kite. That looking like a kite and all. Kite. Kite, right? Okay. If a watch is set to the correct time at 8 a.m. and it gains 6 minutes every hour, what time would it display when the actual time is 3 p.m.? What a tough question. Actually, it's an easy question, but we can mix it up. So let me be careful, right? Let me take a deep breath. And in this question, they should have specified, they should have said write down the type of quadrilateral below. To the three part B, right down we let go me. The type of quadrilateral. Write down the type of quadrilateral. Right, so I made a note of that. And now 34, people are saying it should be 3:42 that the watch is saying. Well, the real time is 3 o'clock, but this clock is gaining 6 minutes every hour, boy. So how many hours have passed? Well, we went from 8 to 9 to 10 to 11 to 12 to 1. None of that. To 1 to 2 to 3. So how many hours have passed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours have passed. 6 hours. 7 hours have passed. 7 hours have passed. I don't know how that one sneak out on me the way. 7 hours have passed. So it took 4 hours to reach up to 12, and then 3 hours to reach to 3 p.m. You understand? So 7 hours passed. So we need to gain every hour is gaining. So 7 hours passed. So we gain 6 minutes for every hour. So 6 times 7 is 42. So we're going to parallel 42 on that day. So it's 3:42 p.m. Yeah. This first part was the AMs. And then it turned into the PMs. A salesperson average sale per month over the last 4 months is 6,400. He wants to increase his average by $800. How much must he sell in the next month? Don't worry, I know how to do this. I'll watch the boss at work. Watch how the bosses do these questions. So first you find the sum, right? Just now, let me think it out before I embarrass myself here. Over the last 4 months is 6,400. He wants to increase his average by 800. I've got this. Stand back. So his average sale is 6,400. So that means his total is 4 months. 6,400 times 4. 4 by 0, 4 by 4 is 16. Put it on the outside, bring across the 1. 4 by 6, 24. So 25,600 is his total. Well, watch this. He wants to increase his average by 800. If he wants to increase his average by 800, that's at the end of 5 months. So after 5 months, his average will be 6,400 plus 800. It's a long time now I doing these things. So this is 7,200, right? Everybody following me? Everybody following? So far, songing good. So if that's his new average, how much is his new total? So his new total will be 7,200 times 5 months, not 4, 5. 5 by 0, 0, 5 by 2 is 10, 5 by 7, 35 plus 36. Yes, sir. So 36,000. So he needs to go within 1 month from 25,600 to 36,000. So he must make he must make 36,000 minus 25,600. And this is 4 and 5 from that. Hold on, I needed to borrow 1 here. So this is 5. 5 from that is 0 and 2, 1, 1, 0, 4, 0, 0. So this is 10,400. What y'all think? Oh my gosh, I just refreshed my whole page. I'll just now give me a little chance. Reaching down to the end here. Take a look at this. Why I just copy something here. I just need to send something to fix. All right, so 36. What's that song? Ollie was hearing me typing how it's sung then. Like That's me typing. A container filled with water was weighed. The same container was emptied, filled with sand, and weighed again. Finally, the container was weighed with both sand weight. I need to read this over. A container was filled with water, weighed, boom, 10 grams, 10 kilograms. And it was filled with sand, 35 kilograms. Then it was filled with water and sand. Okay. Weird stuff, boy. What is the mass of the container? So we're assuming that the same amount of sand and same amount of water, right? Assuming same amount of sand and water. So what is the mass of the container? Well, if the mass with the container with water and sand is 10, and the mass with container with water and sand is 40, we could figure it out real fast, right? 5 kg. Yeah, again 5 too. So container plus water plus sandos is 40. And if I just remove container plus sand, plus container with water. So if I have the container and sand and the container and water, these spammers these spammers have come out of the cave. I'll just give me a little second here to see if these spammers really come out of the cave ever. But I go in somewhere with this, I'll see if I can finish that journey for me while I check on these spammers then. Dun, 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 dun. The spammers have came out of their cave after having not touched grass for another week. Here comes the spammers. Oh, Yusuf. All right, Yusuf. Yusuf is no longer allowed to post on this channel. Actually, it wasn't the full spammers. They just sent out one. They just sent out one. They just sent out one earlier. They sent out one to see what's going on. All right. So we have 35. So if you have water, container and sand, it's 35. If you have container and water, it's 10. So if I add all of that, I get 45. So container and sand plus container and water is 45. But container, water, and sand is just 40. So it means the container alone would be 45 minus 40, which is 5 kg. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, that's the whole question. Yeah. But we have to assume that it's the same amount of water and sand that they're using, right? A group of artists use. I'll prepare to hear the typing noise again. I'm gonna tell them to write that. I know lots of facts about all kinds of art. Not you, Google. Be quiet. I'll turn on my Google thing, Neil. I'm just go and turn it off. Her debut novel, The Bluest Eye, was published when she was 39. I don't even remember saying hello, Google. Oh, you hear me say hi, Siri, or hello, Google, or anything like that? Sometimes when I'm saying these things, it just turn on. It's like it's watching us. Honestly, what I was going to say, what I was going to do, I was going to type there's an assumption in 36. a group of in 37 now, a group of artists uses styles to create mosaic designs. You'll see that. On the wall, the pattern is shown below. Here we have the design number of tiles used. What is the pattern rule for the number of tiles used? What is happening? What is happening here? So it seems like it's going up by 5. Every time it's going up by 5. So I told you all, once it's going up by a consistent number, just to multiply by 5 and add on our balancer. So it means you need to multiply everything by 5. Multiply by the consistent number it's going up by. If 1 multiply by 5, I get 5. What should I add on? 4. So I need to multiply by 5 and add 4. If I multiply this by 5, how much I'll get? 10. Add 4. Multiply 3 by 5, how much I get? 15. Add 4, and you're getting 9. Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes, man. So the rule is to multiply the design number by 5 and then add 4 to get the number of tiles. Multiply by 5, then add 4. Multiply the design number by 5, then add 4. That's how you have to do it. Using the same rule, how many tiles we design? 8 tiles, no problem. Number of tiles is going to be equal to multiply by 5, then add 4. 8 by 5 is 40 plus 4 is 44. Y'all understand how to do this question? We do one like this last week. And I hope all you're ready. I hope all is ready. For which design number will 64 tiles be used? Ooh, you call this the backwards. You call this one the backwards. This is when you have to go backwards. They give you the number of tiles, so you need to go in reverse. Yes, multiplying by 5, then adding 4. So in reverse, to reverse him up now, we need to subtract the 4. Not divide by 5 first. You have to do the 4 part first. If we subtract the 4, we get 60. So we subtract 4. And then we divide, not multiply. Understand how we do the reverse of the operation? The reverse of multiplication is division. So you're going to divide by 5. And everybody knows 60 divided by 5 is 12. 5 12s are 60. Yes. So 12. 12 is the design number. Design number 12. Number D, or letter D. The group decides, oh my gosh, this question is never going to end. The group decides to use 113 tiles to make 2 mosaic designs, which with each design being made from how many tiles will be used for each mosaic design? Oh, you see what they're trying to make we do in this question here? 2 designs, each with more than 50 tiles. So maybe one could have 50 divided by, maybe one could have 54. We need to see, you need to add 4, you need to multiply by 5, then add 4, but you need to split this into 2 sets. I'm thinking 54. Let's try 54. So 113 minus 54 is 59. 59. This could work. This could work. We could have a pattern with 54, and we could have a pattern with 59. And how many tiles will be used for each is 54 and 59. They just ask how many tiles with each. Yes, this could work. And we could verify that it could work by subtracting 4, you get 50. Subtract 4, you get 55. Divide by 5, you get 10. Divide by 5, you get 11. So it's design 10, design 11, design number 10, design number 11. So we could use 54 and 59. How many tiles will be used for each mosaic? 54 and 59 tiles. Let's go on. Let's go on. Interesting questions they're coming out with here, boy. Nathan has 19.3 kilograms of metal. He used 4 kilograms and maybe back to the easy stuff. To make a sculpture, how much metal did Nathan use altogether? Altogether, not a problem. 4,550 plus 2,950 would be 0, bring across the 1. I'm getting 5, bring across a 1, and you can do that here because this is just grams to kilograms, not so? Yes, so 7. Is that good? Do I need to, that's not all I need to go and I need to go and deal with triplet plays there, boy. Triplet plays, how you moving so, boy? Triplet, please use an next man and touch the grass, boy. All right, triplet, please go touch some grass. There we go. Zaranta, big up yourself. All right, so triplet, please. Triplet, please. Taking a touch grass session. All right, so don't forget to breathe. Yes, breathe. Thanks for the reminder. 7,500. What's next? Where are we here? What is next? How much metal does he have remaining? Okay, well, altogether he had 19.3. 19.3 means what? What does 19.3 means? It means 19,300. And he has 11,800 being used. So if I subtract, cross out, this would into 18, bring across on 1, 13,5. Oh, it was 7,800, 7,500. 7,500. 0, 5, 13, 8. So that's where this is. Okay, I had it back to front. 11,800 grams. Yeah, 11,800 grams. How much does he have remaining? I put the answer. 11,800. Let us see. How many sculptures can Nathan make with the remaining metal? With the remaining metal, what does he need to make a sculpture again? 2,950 to make a sculpture. 2,950. 2 kg, 950 grams to make a sculpture. All right, sculpture. So what I'm going to do with this one, is this correct? This ain't I make a mistake still? Into the 8, 6. Where did I make a mistake? How much metal did he use altogether? 7, 5, add up. In A, 950, 550. Into the 8. Oh, it's 6. 5. Oh my God. Listen, let me check. What did I do? 5 from 5, 0. Couldn't, so there should be 6. How much metal? I'm adding. No, this correct. This correct. I'm adding. 5 and 5 is 0. I brought across the 1. I'm adding. I'm not subtracting. I'm adding. 6 and 9, 15, 1. Yeah, man. I'll just slowing me down here, buddy. I'll just slowing me down. So then I subtract this part, correct? Yeah. And how many sculptures? Right. So what I want to do is take a little guess. I want to take a little guess. I will take a little guess. So let me go and divide this. I can tell you that. And I'm going to say 11,000 that divided by that, which will give me the answer, but I'll look too confusing to divide. So I'm going to take a little guess on them here by going to try and multiply by 4 and see what happens. Yes. So 2.95 multiplied by 4, because I know 3 by 4 is 12 now, so maybe it could work. And 4 by 5 is 20. Bring across the 2, 4 6s, 4 9s. I keep seeing the answer. 4 9s are 36, 38. Bring across the 3. 4 by 2 is it working? It working. Yes, Stella, I must do something for the 4 and 5. 4 by 2 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Am I getting that he can make exactly 4? Am I getting that 4 works exactly? You understand? When I multiply the 2.950 by 4, again the 11.8, which is 11. So I could just get them the working to make it look good now, boy. He can make 11 kilograms, 800 grams divided by 2 kilograms, 950 grams, and we just happen to realize that that is exactly 4. He can make 4 sculptures. Let's go on to question 39. Nothing is holding us back. A square is drawn on 2 centimeter grid. 6 identical circles partially cover the square. Its circle is divided into 2 equal parts. The area of the shaded fraction shown is 9.6 here. Them real hyper with this question, boy. All right, so that is 9.6. So what is the question? What is the real question here? What area of the square is not covered by circles? Geez and H's. All right. So half circle is 9.6. All kind of tricks in this question, boy. The whole circle is 9.6 times 2. 9 by 2 is 18. 6 by 2 is, so it's 19.2 cm squared. I just multiply by 2 to get it. How many circles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 circles. 6 circles. 19.2 times 6. 6 2s are 12. 1, 6. 54, 55. Bring across the 5. How much shall I get with this? 115 to 115.2 cm squared. That's all the 6 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 circles. So what next? We need to get the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the area of the square is going to be not 10 by 10. It's side by side, but it's not 10 because I'm seeing that each one is 2 here. They thought they would have tricked me, but I was ready for that. So it's actually 20 by 20, which is none other than 400 cm squared. And then you think if I'd use 10 by 10, I would not be able to subtract it. And then I just need to hit them a little subtractors here, and I'm good to go. Because the area is not covered by circles, it will be the not covered area. It's going to be 400 minus 115.2. And how much that's going to be? How much I'll get with that? I'll take your time with it. This would enter 3, this would enter 9, this would enter 9. I have to bring across, or I'll bring across here. Now I'll finally get my 8. 9 by the 9 minus. We subtracting this time, people. 9, 4, 8, 2. Yeah, so 284.8 8 cm squared feels like the answer. It feels kind of small, but well, it is the answer. It is the answer. Okay. Last question. Sherry Berry has 129 books. Cindy has 117 books. Leandra has 63 books. How many books must Sherry and Cindy share with Leandra in order? So the aim with these questions, I want to get the key. I ready to get the key with these questions. Is to find the total again. This is really a mean question. So the total is 129 plus 117. Well, I'm doing all these books, boy. And 6 and 3 and 19, bring across the 1. This going to be a 10. Bring across the 1. 309, and I put dollars, but I think it's books. 309 books is the total. Well, everybody should have how many books if you want them to be equal? Well, the next step after you find the total in these questions is to find the quote-unquote mean, how much everybody should have. So with one person should have 309 divided by 3, which is easy to see. That's 103 books. So if everybody should have 103 books and Leandra only has 63, she needs to get a certain amount to reach up to 103. Let's take away how much we need to take away from Cindy so that she drops to 103. So Cindy must give 117 minus 103 is, I can do that in my mind. Stand back. 14 books. She has to give 14 to Leandra. And how much was Sherry supposed to give? Sherry must give 129 minus 103. Yet again, I can do this in my mind. How much this is going to be? 26 books to Leandra. And we 26 or 29? Yeah, 26 books to Leandra. And just like that, we rack up this paper earlier. That paper had to take you time. Shout out to everybody who was here from the first session. As I said, I am not in the I am in the United States right now, but I don't want to miss any session, so I kind of have a little setup here. And Sunday revision squad. I want to show you all something. Let me see if I can find it. I want to show you all something. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can show you all something. Just a second. And one more thing. Ta-da! Do you all see this? You know what it is? There you can read it like that. It's my YouTube plaque for 100,000 subscribers. So if you are part of this 100,000, let me know. If you are part of the 100,000 subscribers, thank you. It's because of you that I can now hold this plaque. And when I reach back, I will put it up in the student hub. What do we call it? You call it a YouTube play button. So let's begin with the shout outs. Jade, Jesse, Rian, Cindy, Michaela, Zanessa, Samara, Kavir. Shout out to your cousin. Navin, Kishan, maybe just about 10 more. Tranella, DeAndre, Eli, Malachi, Naima, Taryn, and Lillian, Kila, Tranella, Keziah, all those who are part of the 100Ks, Salika, Sabira, Celine, happy birthday to you, Kelly. And some people was here since a long time ago, boy. Daryl, Sherry. So with that, I'll see you all next week. Remember next week, Josiah. What's up, Mr. Josiah? Next week, Josiah, what's up? Next week we doing fractions. So we're gonna do a whole session on fractions. So look out for that. What else can I say? Nothing much. So next week we'll just do fractions. Till then, peace. Hi, Isabella. See, I got you. And yes, Navin and Sierra and Ronaldo and Joanne and Jas. Yes, I do. Christian and Annalie.